there's this elite group of people who always run everything. You can go back to Rome. You can go back to ancient Rome and see that how it was always an elite group that were running things all the way up through the Middle Ages. You look at when you look at feudalism. What is feudalism? Is basically a bunch of feudal lords lording it over everyone else. It's always elites running things. So their elites are running things now. I would say that the most power, in my opinion, the most powerful elites on the planet, we don't even know their names. We have no idea who they are. Um, I, I've used this as an example recently is the Sackler family. So the Sackler family are the ones that came out with
Oxy.
Okay, and then basically paid and blackmailed every doctor on the planet, every doctor in the country, to push this as a non-addictive pain med with no side effects to anyone who had pain. And they got wealthy. And then books have been written recently showing that they basically targeted middle America. They used the term in emails and internal memos, pillbillies. We're going to target the pillbillies in middle America. And I would say that they were probably one of the most powerful families that you had never heard of until this whole thing came out. And elites don't get taken down except by other elites. So I think a war happened. Some elites got with their people in the press and said, hey, start investigating this family, and start exposing them. And now they've been exposed. I mean, they haven't been, it's not like they're going to jail or anything. It's not like they're going to lose their fortune, but this is an example of how elites run things from behind the scenes, have all this insane power, all this insane money. You don't even know their names until somebody outs them, and it's usually going to be other elites. People like to call Mark Zuckerberg an elite. They like to call politicians elites. I don't know how much power these people actually have. I mean, when you look at politicians, especially nowadays, I mean, really, who's looking at Biden and Pelosi and thinking they're some grand mastermind schemer who's like in charge and basically taking down the government, taking down this country on their own? No, there's somebody who's feeding them something. And I heard like at the beginning of in the beginning of the year, somebody was like, well, Biden's not running the country, but I think it's Obama and Susan Rice. And I'm like, that sounds about right. I think Susan Rice and Obama probably have a lot to say right now, but that's assuming that Obama and Susan Rice are the masterminds. They're not. They're being controlled by somebody else. It was in the Corbett episode, he brought up Ray Kurzweil as basically the father of transhumanism, the face of transhumanism. He's been talking about transhumanism for decades. And it's like, okay, who funded him? How did he become? I mean, I've known Ray Kurzweil's name over half my life. How do I know his name? Who funded him? Who gave him a book deal? Who flies him all over the world to speak? It's people behind the scenes, man. And really I've come to the conclusion, really the only way that these elites can be cleared is you have either a very, very ballsy guy, not named Donald Trump, is going to rise up and be like, okay, I'm taking this whole thing down. You're going to have to kill me. Or we're going to have to raise up our own elites who are on our side, who share our values, to take these people down and compete with these people. That's really the only way I see it. And I only see that the way to start that is on the local level right now. It's really the only way to do it, is to raise up natural elites in your neighborhoods, in your small towns. I don't think this is going to work in Manhattan. I don't think it's going to work in the Bronx, where I'm from. But in small towns, and where even the town I live in is kind of big right now. But we've talked with Buck Johnson about Lockhart, Texas, and we're looking to do good things. He's going to be running for city council there, and we're looking to have some influence there and make some moves. And I think the only way you do that is with people who are elite. And that doesn't have to necessarily mean they have to be rich. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be good looking. What it means is that they have to, their priorities have to be aligned with yours, and they have to be somebody who isn't in it for themselves.